Of course it was a beer.
Okay, so where I am right now in the replay, it's -9 seconds. That's as
It's
far back as I
exactly,
can go.
yeah, it's exactly where I am now. 1x? Alright, so we gotta do like a countdown for playing it. So we're gonna be casting Spicy Thieves versus Sheever's Guard. We have not selected the broadcaster, so we will be looking at this ourselves.
And before we do this, just one last thing. We've got a couple options.
Oh, I started recording already, by the way.
Okay, nice. So, who's the analyst? Who's the shoutcaster? Are we just going to talk over each other?
I don't feel like I'm very... Yeah, I feel like talking over each other is pretty alright. I'm not very... I mean, I'm pretty, like, not fast with talking. So, I don't know.
Okay, we'll roll with that. I'll try to do, like, the in-fight kind of...
Yeah.
Like, speed talking. We'll see how it goes. I haven't really done it either.
Yeah, there wasn't really much in-fight stuff in the cast with, you know, Paul versus Diaspora.
Oh, Diaspora. What a match it was, though. What a match.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
All right.
Let's do a countdown from 5, and when I say 0, press play.
All right.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right. I might be a little bit behind, but oh fuck! Damn it.
Nice start. Nice start to the casting application. Hitting them with the off spot. Now, welcome to this family-friendly echo.
I've been recording for the entire time. I told you. I already said this.
We'll start the YouTube video.
Oh man, Rick, there's only 10 seconds left to pick a hero.
Hey, perfect.
5 seconds, Morty. It'll be fine.
We see the Warlock go out.
Warlock band coming out there.
Oh, Dire Team band!
I actually think so. I've studied Spicy Thieves since there are upcoming finals opponents, and they do love. They have like a particular set of supports, of which one is Warlock. They love to pick.
That's interesting. Orc Warden is a really and Oracle, really interesting bands that you don't normally see. Now I have literally no idea what any of these teams pick ever because I've never watched any of their games, but. You know, maybe this says something about them. Who knows?
Well, I think Vengeful Spirit's
solid.
Come on, Dire Team, pick it good.
See that come out. Everybody likes that. I mean, excellent mid hero, especially against Vengeful Spirit.
Let's stop referencing the Royas Diaspora 1v1. No, we can link it in the. I can put it in the descriptions of this video if you want to see some really quality casting.
Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
Waiting on another pick. Deciding on the first pick, I don't know who decided.
I think they're probably going to go with the support, though.
I don't know, Rick, what is it? It's reserve time!
It's weird, actually, that Sheever's Guard is the Radiant and the first pick, because I think usually people prefer to pick Radiant or first pick. So,
I don't know.
It's a nice start for them.
Yeah, Dire Advantage was a thing at one point.
Not so much anymore. I feel like Radiant Advantage exists now. I think that's how the statistics work out.
Stopped. Yeah. Oh, Disruptor, an interesting support pick.
Dire Team, pick him up, pick him out.
Pretty good, really good hero, I think. But not picked a lot. So I'm interested to see where their draft goes.
It's a good team fighter, as opposed to Venge, who's like, a single target pick off.
Yeah, Venge is very good in the early game with the roaming, securing mid kills, etc. But Disruptor can have such an impact later on and early on too with Glimpse. If you max that very early,
reserve time.
Just if you ever see them, they can't run away from fights.
Unfortunately, can Glimpse his teammates. That would be a really good counter to swap. And you see the Darkseer. I really like this.
Come on, Radiant Team, you gotta pick him right.
It's very scary. So what you can do is Vacuum actually goes through the wall, so you can pretty much bring everybody into the Static Storm, and they can't get out.
Yeah, already a very scary team fight coming through. They're gonna spawn with the Centaur.
Oh, Dire Team band.
The Centaur Warrunner is another skirmisher, though. Vengeful Spirit and Centaur both don't have a lot of cooldowns. That's different than Disruptor and Darkseer. So we can see, like, kind of different strategies coming out.
Yeah. Very stun heavy on the on Sheever's Guard here, whereas Spicy Thieves has yet to actually have a stun, other than the mini stun of Vacuum.
Radiant Team band!
We see the Lifestealer go out.
Coming from Spicy Thieves, which is interesting.
Dire Team band!
Yeah, I mean, maybe
considering that at the moment, Sheever's Guard is the only one that actually has a strength hero.
Whew, Radiant Team band!
That's true, I mean, I guess what I was thinking was Venge can be a pretty decent counter to Lifestealer, since he can swap him out even when he's Enrage.
Dire team pick.
Yeah.
Lots of core bands coming out. That's what we see
Yep.
here.
Because this next pick phase is generally speaking where you pick the core. So they wanted to get rid of well,
The
Slardar is
support
an
and
interesting
offlaner
one.
for most of our teams.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Interesting
Rick, there's only 10
that they banned
seconds left to pick a
Slardar though,
hero.
because Darkseer is generally an offlaner, and Slardar is
5 seconds left now.
at
I
least
think Slardar support is, less than fantastic. But you do see it in the
Reserve
professional
time.
scene, I think.
yeah.
pay all that
I'm
much
not
attention.
very up to date with all this, but I think that traditionally Slardar has been an offlaner, so kind of interesting band there. But either way, we'll see what they're Spicy Thieves using up a lot of reserve time, not learning from you.
Never use any reserve time. It's just time for the enemy team to think. If you need to think about the draft, do it before the game.
Well, what if they ban?
The hell
What do you
are
mean, what
doing
if they
here?
ban? Just abandon and queue again.
Huh?
The key is never pick something you've picked
The
before.
fuck was Mo doing in the fucking voice channel with me
Come on, Radiant team.
on
Pick 'em right.
Discord? Jesus. All right.
Nice, dude.
So Rubik pick. Oh, that's a nice one. These support lineup is really nice and interesting, refreshing, to say the least.
Yeah, I like the Rubik Disruptor. They can both really be high impact. The question is, I think
Oh,
they
man.
both
Rick,
need
there's
a
only
force
10
staff
seconds
or a
left to
blink
pick a
dagger.
hero.
And so how are they going to find the money?
With Disruptor,
5
you
seconds,
don't.
Morty. It'll
Disruptor,
be
you
fine.
can get it pretty easily, I think. If you play him well, you can get the
Reserve
you can get that money
time.
pretty easily. Rubik, it's harder though. It's definitely harder with
Yeah.
Rubik, because
I think
Rubik, you
Disruptor
pretty
has
much
a tendency to be part of pickoffs with his W.
yeah
So
with
he gets
glimpse
money.
definitely, and with fights, if they ever try and retreat, you can glimpse anyone back in and get a free kill with your static field.
Crystal Maiden.
Yeah, well, with the Centaur Warrunner,
Go,
you don't see a
Dire
lot
team.
of
Pick 'em
retreating
up, pick
often.
'em
That's a
out.
pretty manly hero, but Crystal Maiden, not so
Yeah.
manly.
No, not at all. Oh, I think that's a kind of bold pick, but I guess their Warlock, is banned, so.
Oh, man.
I mean,
Rick,
I
there's only 10
see
seconds left to
it
pick a
so
hero.
much with the, I don't know, Static Storm.
Yeah,
That's
th-
a
th- 5
cancel,
seconds
right?
left now.
Vacuum's like a huge AoE cancel.
Yeah, Vacuum's a cancel. Rubik can
Hey,
steal
Morty,
it,
guess what time it is?
and then
I don't know, Rick, what is
Lifter.
it? It's reserve time.
Disruptor has you have Disruptor and
Alchemist.
Darkseer just have an AoE just stopping of Crystal Maiden's
Radiant
Yeah,
team
ultimate.
and then you
pick.
see what happens there. As soon as you've got both of your support picks in, they're free to pick the Alchemist now. There's going to be no AA. Unless they go with the Core Venge. I would like to see an AA, but I don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, gonna be tricky to
Oh,
deal with
man.
Alchemist,
Rick, there's only
especially.
10 seconds left to pick a hero.
Yeah, they did ban Lifestealer too, making it.
5
just
seconds,
ever
Morty.
so
It'll
much
be
harder
fine.
since he is stronger against strength heroes inherently.
Reserve time.
Hard to see what they're going for here.
Mhm.
They got a couple
Yeah.
auras, right click and mana.
With this one, I don't know. I think they have a lot of stuns. They have a very heavy amount of stuns on the
I'd
the
like to
Radiant as opposed
see-
to the Dire.
I wouldn't like to see a magical damage core coming out from them. Spicy Thieves has a good pipe builder as well as a Rubik and silences.
I
on
don't know
Disruptor.
how many magic damage cores there tend to be, but I mean, maybe as a mid laner, I guess. Like not you're
Yeah.
saying like not
If
like
they
a
pick,
Queen of
like,
Pain or
Lina
something.
Or something
A
that would be
Lina or
bad,
Queen of Pain
yeah.
would be I see what you're saying.
I'd like to see a right clicker in the mid lane, maybe like a Shadow Fiend, something along those lines.
Oh.
Somebody who can really, they have 3 int cores. They don't have any agi, so like they might be lacking.
Or are you
armor.
just saying OD or something?
Yeah, it could work.
Oh, Dire team
Chaos
ban.
Knight is pretty.
It's very interesting. He's very risky to pick. He's always had this issue where with Chaos Knight, it's like if you ever fall behind, it's so hard to catch up.
Oh, man. Rick, there's only
He
10
just
seconds
has
left to
no
pick a hero.
means of. He has no AoE, so no way to farm.
No means of quickly
Radiant
farming
team
if he's
ban.
behind. It's very difficult. You have to have a very good start with him to do well.
Yeah, Sheever's Guard needs now, I think, to pick a mid laner who's going to be able to absorb a lot of the farm on the map. Centaur's kind of able to do that, but somebody like an SF would be really good for that.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Rick, there's only
Spicy
10
Thieves
seconds
banning
left
out
to
that
pick a
Invoker.
hero.
That's
Solid ban.
somewhat. I don't know if
Yeah,
Sheever's has a good
5
player, but
seconds
that would have
left
been
now.
a good pick, probably.
It's a solid. Yeah, that would have been a solid pick.
Timbersaw leaves the game, even though Spicy
Come on,
Thieves
Radiant
has a
team, you gotta
Darkseer
pick 'em
for the
right.
offlane.
They could be thinking Alchemist. I don't really know what they're thinking, honestly. They could have been like an Alchemist or Timbersaw
I
mid
guess
or
you could do
something.
an Alchemist mid
Timber-
and
a
a Timber
Timbersaw-
safe.
A Timbersaw mid too is sometimes a thing. I don't know. I'm not
It
really
would've been
sure
a
about that.
Oh,
creative
but-
man.
lineup
Rick, there's
if
only
it
10 seconds
involved-
left
Yeah,
to pick a hero.
it would have.
Yeah.
but I'm not really sure what that was.
I
5
don't think
seconds,
that's what
Morty.
they were going
It'll be
for.
fine.
I don't either, but we'll see.
Last picks.
Reserve
Looks like a
time!
mid laner needed for Spicy Thieves and a mid laner needed for Shiver's Guard. So
Yeah,
a couple of
potential.
those ban
But
out. Yeah.
no, Alchemist is
Alchemist could be a mid laner, that's true.
Yes, good.
But Ember out of the game, Arc Warden out of the game, Invoker out of the game, and Sniper out of the game among notable mid laners.
Yeah, not a lot of hard carries out of the game though.
Leaves.
Luna and Lifestealer are pretty much the only ones that are out of the game, so there's a very large pool open for that.
Yeah, for Spicy Thieves, they want to send the Alchemist mid.
Yes, there is. There's quite
For Shiver's
possibilities.
Guard, BA, SF, possibilities.
Yeah.
I'd like to see an Agility Core. Only
Look at
got
that.
13 seconds, so they're going to have to show us what's up.
Oh man, Rick, there's only
You're
10
indeed.
seconds left to pick a hero! Yeah, 5 seconds left now.
No.
Lena.
Oh,
Dire team
boy.
That
pick.
was not what I wanted to see, but we'll see if it works out for them. Could be something they play well. Between the Rubik aura and the possibility of Darkseer building pipe.
yeah,
That's-
Darkseer
yeah.
can build that pretty easily.
That's not a pick I have a ton of confidence in.
Oh man, Rick,
But
there's only 10
bursting
seconds
down the
left to pick a
Alchemist
hero!
is
Yeah.
pretty important considering his regen, so...
The thing that really
Yeah,
sucks with
5
Lena is
seconds
that
left now.
that one update with the especially since they're on Radiant, that mid advantage is going to be really not
Well, what
as
do you know,
useful
it's
for Lena
reserve
because
time.
for the stacking and clearing of that camp, just because of the most of the small creeps in the camp have that stacking magic resistance.
Yeah, that magical aura, the 15% resistance.
Stacking too.
It makes
so
the
like,
game a lot harder for
Lena.
SF and Lena.
Yeah, it was mainly for SF and Lena and those things. I'm pretty sure during that patch, but SF is since he does a ton of
Yeah.
right click damage, is
And-
able to mitigate it. But
I might be lost in the past, but Storm and Lesh could have also been hurt by that too.
yeah, Storm too. But not as much as Lena. I think Lena relied a lot on her spells to clear the camps.
Yeah, well, she can clear camps fast. She can flash farm, so that's a decent
Oh,
core to
man,
go along
Rick,
with
there's
the
only
slow
10
farming
seconds left to pick a
Chaos
hero!
Knight, and we see the OD.
Yeah.
World Devourer.
So it's 4 Int Heroes on the side of Spicy Thieves Gaming. They got 4 Brains and 1 Brawn with the Alchemist. What do you think of the lineups, Eric?
I think that it's interesting because Spicy Thieves definitely has, I think, better cores, but you have a much more stun-heavy lineup coming on the side of Shiver's Guard. Every single hero on Shiver's Guard has a stun, or a root with Crystal Maiden, so you can't.
Totally
But-
agree.
Yeah, it's very stun-heavy. Whereas with Spicy Thieves, the stuns you have Rubik's Lift, whatever he steals. Darkseer's Vacuum has a small stun, and then you have Alchemist.
I mean, I think what we see on the side of Spicy Thieves is a much less pick-off focused lineup. I
Yes,
think Shiver's
it
Guard
is.
can really, like, if their
Oh, man,
pick-off game
Rick,
is
there's
strong,
only
this
10
game
seconds
can
left to pick a
snowball out of
hero!
control.
Yeah, it is.
5 seconds, Morty.
With
It'll
Crystal
be fine.
Maiden there to root them for a second and a half or so, and the Vengeful Spirit to stun them with stun and nuke them afterwards. You could secure a lot of kills in different lanes with those two roaming around.
And having a skirmishy low
But-
cooldown lineup with
but-
this goes really well with the
You know what I'm
Crystal Maiden aura.
seeing is that it's really risky because you have a Chaos Knight as your carry, and he's versus a Darkseer. That's hard.
Can root the creep though with Crystal Maiden. I mean, it does keep her to the lane.
Yeah, it makes your roaming game on Shiver's Guard a little less strong. Oh, this is the most
Nobody has
important part.
companion.
Yep, no one has one, so we're gonna have pretty basic towers.
Sad
Was
times.
this before
This
the
was
update?
Before the compendium update, I'm sure.
Yeah,
The
yeah, it
Destiny
has to
game.
be.
Okay,
Alright.
so why don't I introduce the side of Spicy Thieves, and then you introduce the side
Oh, jeez,
of
Rick, we're
Shiva's
in some
Guard.
real
So,
trouble!
on the side
I
of
know,
Spicy
Morty.
Thieves,
Just
if you'd like
follow
to
my
go
lead.
Disruptor, you've got Chinese Takeout, playing that position 5, I believe. We've got Shellblade on the Rubik. Further ahead, we've got C-Squad looking to be on a safe lane Alchemist. In the mid lane, Mavi playing OD. And in the off lane, Revamp as the Darkseer.
Yep.
And the 5-man smoke on the side of Shiva's Guard, you go.
Yep. So on side of Shiver's Guard with the Vengeful Spirit, we have John the Killer. With Chaos Knight, we have RVZ 2600. General Pants on Alina, we have Badger on the Centaur Warner, and on Crystal Maiden we have Tendu Tsurugi. And the smoke
kinda
already
weird,
being
man.
broken by that Rubik through the trees there.
Yeah,
They
they're under the
have been.
ward right now.
I'm not sure if they've been spotted. I
Morty,
think they may
don't look
have.
now, but battle's about to
But
start.
they know that
Oh
this
my
is.
God, no,
The
I ain't ready for
Centaur
this. I
picked
didn't
his
do
bot,
this.
And he's gonna get
Is this
that root.
aggressive?
That's an interesting play.
Aggressive tri lane?
So that does make sense. They've got the 3 stuns. They're going for the aggressive tri lane that dodges the difficult Darkseer lane.
That is very. It's a good decision making there.
Yeah, especially with Rubik's super low level 1 damage and Alchemist basically.
Yeah,
having
they were
level
spotted. I
passive
realize
level
now
1.
that ward was on the side of Spicy Thieves. So
They
yeah,
got it too.
and they
Who stole
dewarded
that
it and
stupid
warded it.
horn?
Now the safe lane that's going up against this aggro try has no ward. Has basically
So bounty runes have been taken over by Shiver's Guard, just dominating the bounty rune game.
and that is the most important part of the game. As you can see up there in the top, a 150 gold advantage for the Radiant.
Dude, I know.
Especially against an Alchemist stealing his bounty runes. Oh my god. Metagame strategy. John the Killer hiding in the trees.
Ooh, this is a good spot. He's gonna be seen though.
Goes for the
Okay.
stun on Chinese takeout.
Yep, hanging
There's
around
the
there.
Rue. Another stun coming up from the CK, and it looks like the Disruptor's gonna fall
Yeah,
here.
this is the strength
Oh,
of their
man, they
aggressive
just
tri
got
lane
that
is that they just have
search
so
blood
many
going.
stuns, and I think they're rotating out. They're rotating the lane out.
They're dodging.
Alchemist already went there, and they're dodging it. And I don't think that they have the resources to TP everyone around again. I think that this is when they just deal with it. They've already gotten a
Yeah,
kill.
we'll see. But they're coming bottom.
They're coming
CK
bottom.
Being bottom. Angel Spirit TP's bottom. They're not happy with the 1 kill. They want to see more.
Ooh, and the return on Centaur, so he needs that level if they're going to be able, if he's going to stay here and take advantage of this, or he might just TP top. You know, he's going to TP top, and just be against the solo lane. The tri lanes just want to fight
This
each other.
team loves their teleportation scrolls. They used to teleport on the Centaur after invading the jungle, and now Centaur
Yeah.
goes back top.
CK's it's gonna be a while unless CK uses that mana until he
Wow,
gets his
look
stun
at
up.
this. They're moving the tri lane all the way back top.
They're
And
walking
they're
it back
still
top.
level 1.
This is
They're
so
all
bad.
still
This is
level
so
1.
bad for Spicy. I really think that at some point you just have to bite down and just bear down and bite the bullet, like just take it.
Yeah, they're scared of those stuns though.
They really, I mean, it is something to be scared of, but it's just something you have to like play your lane well. If they had stayed in the top lane, I guess maybe they didn't expect the rotation coming out from Shiver's Guard, the second
It's
rotation.
not often that you should press hard this early in the game as a caster, but I think you should right now to check out the XP per minute.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
The 3 players on the bottom, 9 XP per minute for the Disruptor.
That is,
and I don't know if you
they're
saw
getting
it, but it was
destroyed by
0.
this, and they're swapping lanes. Yep, and I think CK knows that at this point in time he just has to bear down and just take the farm where he can get it, because
Yeah.
he right now has such a lead over this Alchemist. He's 2 levels ahead of him, and
I would not be surprised if we see this level 3 Centaur actually just dominate. this
he's
tri
2
lane.
levels. He's 2 levels ahead of their Alchemist, and he has the most gold in the entire game currently. This CK.
Brutal.
And this, yeah, and
Check out the
this
last
Centaur,
hit. Nice
this
combo.
Centaur is just level 3 versus the level 1 tri-lane. Like, he is so far ahead because of what the rotations that they put them through.
This is an offlaner's dream. Just gonna bully a whole tri lane.
Dude, he
Oh, they
is.
can't even right click him back because of the return. It's brutal. Gets
Yeah,
the
and he has
stun.
boots too. Oh, yeah.
The root, the crystal maiden with the rotation. Quite gonna get this Rubik
Ooh.
right here.
No, I don't think he is. I think that they're going to go for this Alchemist. I don't know if they're going to get it though. They have the stun and the root. They can get it, but they didn't expect him to go all the way
Yeah,
around.
gets out with the tango. But
Yeah.
now we see the
They are
average guy.
out. They are really out for blood though, and it's CK versus this Darkseer, and they're equal level, but in
And
the
both
bottom
level
lane.
4.
Actually, level 5 on Darkseer. So this is where the struggling of the CK really comes into play here.
So I think what we're gonna
Spicy
see in this
Thieves,
game-
Spicy Thieves could come back from this very detrimental like early deficit.
Yeah, I can definitely see this game actually being quite dominated by the offlaners. You look at the last hit chart, both of them pretty dang high, and also they're much higher on levels. We could see them being the major players as opposed to the usual mid laner or carry.
Yeah, but the thing that we have that is in the side of Shiver's Guard is that the CK is so far ahead, but the thing is, with the Alchemist, they have their supports with him. They don't have a roam-heavy support lineup, so they're just going to stay with him the whole time, and he's going to be able to get at least some sort of secure farm. Although it is
Yes.
tri-lane with CK, or not CK, Centaur.
It's tri-lane versus tri-lane, yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's just...
it's gonna be difficult for him really to get much no matter what, but it's pushing toward them heavily right now, so
Yeah.
should be able to get
And the
something
CK,
out of
the
this one.
CK is managing, and that extra regen from the Mango, I think, is actually putting him, you know, in a pretty good position. Because he needs as much regen as he's gonna get versus
The
the
thing
Sparks
you
here.
see with Alchemist is really that he's the opposite of Chaos Knight. Chaos Knight's got to stay
You know-
ahead, but really, as
Oh
long as
boy,
he's
Dyer's
time,
middle
he will
tower is
get
under
6
attack.
It doesn't
Yeah.
really matter how badly
Yeah.
you beat him in lane.
Something we've been failing to look at really is the mid lane, and
Dyer's
their
middle tower
Outward
is under
Devourer is
attack.
actually being
Ooh.
kind of
Oh,
dominated
not
by this
good.
Lina. You just had to use the shrine. I guess actually not, because their shrine, their bottom shrine is used.
Dyer's
So I
middle
think
tower is
that
If you
under
click
attack.
W to go to the last hits page, we can see that OD is 2 last hits above the Lina and quite
Yeah.
a few denies.
yeah, I was looking at the most recent almost killing him part of it, but yeah,
That's certainly a factor.
yeah, it kind of
Tried
is.
already down for Lina though. You're right, we have been ignoring
Yeah.
this lane big time.
Yeah, we really have.
In favor of the action that was going on, I mean, we did see 2 entire lane swaps with tri-lanes. I think we had reason not to be focusing on it.
Yeah, I mean the bottom lane did kind of walk top lane, so.
Literally just walked up 0 XP per minute.
Ooh, this Lina, yeah, no, this Lina is getting bullied. Jesus.
That's now.
A
Yep.
gift from the
C-Spot
Tempest of
escapes with like
Battle.
almost no health from the top lane as Alchemist.
Ooh, 9 HP when I clicked on him.
Yeah, same thing. Centaur War Runner very low.
Yeah, the
So-
thing is here, CK's just basically doing, he's fine now. Like, he has 1900 gold. He just full buys treads, and he has enough early game damage, like his damage is really high, although the variance is high too, that honestly I think he can deal with, Darkseer now. Now that they're about equal level, he can deal with it.
A lot of farm being traded around the map, but yeah,
Yeah.
definitely looks like Shiva's Guard's in the stronger
know-
early game position. Their aggro
Yeah.
try really paid off.
It did for them. They got the early game kill on, they got the rotations coming out from the other team that really put them behind in XP and money.
Mid lane.
Ooh.
Mid lane.
Coming
you see
up
their
here.
supports hiding
But
in
they see them.
trees.
They see them with
Yeah,
the ward.
they've got the ward. OD's not going to go to that side of his tower.
He is staying there, and I think they're going to realize this soon enough.
This is why
That
you buy
it's-
the smoke, and this is giving Alchemist some time to farm.
It is. It really is.
He's already got the Helm of Iron Will, which is super important for his laning. That
Trust
regen's going to be very
You
helpful.
didn't want it anyway.
No.
Yep. This, I feel like the Centaur, he actually has his treads, so he could courier them to himself, but CM is actually just getting the wards.
Gets the stun off
and
on the
boosts.
Rubik in the top lane.
Ooh.
And Tar's stun goes
Ooh.
for the double edge. and-
Stuns him and doesn't get, because Centaur stunned him, Rubik wasn't able to save himself because he couldn't recast the lift.
Get back.
CM just kind of
Gonna be
sitting
another
around
kill
middle
for
lane.
Shiva's Guard up 3-0.
And up 2,000 gold. Looking at the current gold, or no, not current gold. Let's go to net worth. With net worth, Shiva's Guard really pulling ahead with the bottom two still being the
The
supports.
Vengeful Spirit is wrapping around the Alchemist. And Tar misses his stun. They're going to chase each other around a bit. Gets a root down, and this could be the kill. There's the double edge. So Alchemist taken out once again. That's a 4th kill.
Dress.
Yeah.
Alchemist still sitting at 18 last hits.
Yeah. Looking back at mid lane.
And ask for a pause.
Yep. Hey Evan, real quick, let's redo this thing because you're ahead by like a half a second or something.
Okay, sure. I'm at
Well, it's
8:32.
All right, I'm at
Oh,
8:32
shoot,
now.
wait. Where we are in the pause is the same thing. The pauses.
No,
game.
look at your time on the thing. Oh fuck. Yeah, wait for the thing to unpause.
Yeah, okay. So there's OD reconnecting to the game. Just asking for a pause. That's very polite.
Yeah.
2 wards right next to each other in the top lane jungle.
Yeah.
Best friends. That's us. You're the dire ward because you're gonna die sooner than me.
Oh.
Yep.
That's rude.
Okay, so there's the unpause. I'm gonna pause.
Yep.
Mine just hit 833.
Okay. I'm waiting.
Okay, you're at 833.
Many thanks.
Okay, I'm gonna do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, wait.
And then
What is the
play on
gold? What
zero.
is the gold lead on the Radiant? Is it 2291?
It is 2, 3, 3, 4. Now mine's 2291.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just went up like a half second. Ooh, we could have been so on point. I'm at 2291. Just
All right,
turned
go to
2291.
830. The very start of 836. Just like pause on pause until your thing just hits 836.
Okay, perfect. Good idea.
Technical difficulties. Are you good?
Good. No. I accidentally let it go to 837.
All right. Just tell me what time you are. Like
Okay,
what?
I got it. 836, 2411.
Yep.
Gold advantage. Okay.
All right, hold
I'll do a 5,
on. The alchemist is TPing. What's the time on his TP?
Are we gonna go this exact? 1 second is 1.0 seconds.
3.1.
You're at
Alchemist.
3.1.
Alchemist.
Mine it says Alchemist is TPing with 1.0 seconds on the channel. 836 in game time.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. It's definitely we're the same time though. I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, whatever.
Okay, I'll do a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, and then it's on
Okay.
0.
Yeah, on 0. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack!
He just finished his TP.
Yeah, just for me too. I don't know why it said
Alright.
1 second. We do see I got D warded,
Oh,
so
Radiant's
even though I
middle
said
tower
that
is
you were
under
going to die
attack.
first, I died first.
And that's how life goes.
There you go. Sometimes you get D warded.
Uh,
Oh, brutal.
Darkseer leaving this Lena coming to gank bottom, but
Yeah.
not fighting anything because Darkseer just left to get the bounty rune.
Is this?
I wonder how
Of
long
course.
she's gonna stay. Nope, she TP'd back mid
Yeah.
because she just let OD get. I think
Some
a
people
level
might
advantage.
say that staying in for lane XP is the right choice rather than getting the bounty rune, but actually, bounty runes are the best, so it is the best choice. We see the root coming out on the optimist top.
Who turned up the
Defensive.
Some of it, yeah.
Defensive guild.
Darkseer's backed off into the jungle. Guess he's scared of the CK who's still been free farming. He's nearing his armlet.
Yes, he has. Not nearly free farming, but as close to it as he can get. And I'm kind of intrigued that he opted to have iron branches instead of that mango on the CK.
I think he just ate it. Ooh.
No, it's in his
Up
backpack.
top, we do see the Crystal Maidens being brought back.
Ooh,
There's a
and
Centaur
Centaur
ultimate
has
gonna
the
get out
ultimate. Ooh, Darkseer coming up. That's gonna make them back off immediately.
It's only level 5 on the Alchemist. Their offlaners got their ult.
Ooh, Rubik getting surged, but he doesn't actually have telekinesis for 10 more seconds.
Yeah, at the
And they're
top
just gonna
of
get
level
away.
game, we can see right now it's CK and Darkseer being level 9.
Oh boy, Tyre's bottom tower's getting hit.
This'll come in handy.
In the mid lane, Mavi's still doing pretty well. We'll see what items he's going to get. Looks like he's going for the Midas. So they're going to bank
Yes,
on
he
that
is.
late game gold advantage with the Midas and the Alchemist.
Yes, he will. And Lena having her mana boots now.
I was going to say, but not her intelligence, but I just realized the game doesn't
Own
actually
it.
work that way anymore, and we missed a kill up top.
You die
Rubik.
so that
Oh,
I saw his
gosh.
body die.
Oh,
But
nice.
it looks like it was just Vengeful Spirit and Centaur, and they just have such a strong composition there with just the two of them.
Yeah. They've just got to stick, like...
They got Darkseer hit level 10, got 12% evasion on his talent.
a nice choice, I think, actually.
Yeah,
as must
Considering the
be.
kind of right-click heavy nature of the CK and the Lena and the Vengeful Spirit.
yeah. It'll really help when CK. It's marginal, but it should help when CK's Phantasm and he reality rifts all of his illusions onto you. You have just that much more of a chance of just having one of them miss, which is huge.
Yeah, that can save
It's-
you from getting killed, and then you can get your wall off, and then your CK illusions can kill him. What I want to see.
Exactly.
happen.
This
He's
Venge,
got the ultimate, but he's getting swapped back.
this Venge going in. Oh shit.
Centaur tries to
Rooting
break through
him.
the disruptor.
Oh.
Strategic disconnect from our friend Outworld Devoured, giving some time to strategize.
So let's look at the net worths here. So on top we have CK still, and then we have Darkseer, which makes sense because he has Ion Shell. The Lina actually out farming the OD mid lane
Yeah.
with net worth. Interestingly enough.
Yeah, if you get a last hit denied, she's pulled ahead just by 1. I wonder how she's got kind of significant net worth lead, 600 gold.
Yeah, I'm not really sure either, but
Yeah, especially considering she left the game, and I don't think she's been part of any kill assists, but we see that the pause is about to end.
she has
Keep
one
that
assist.
net worth tab open.
She does have one assist.
That makes some sense. Like, nothing's
Yeah,
gonna happen up
That
top.
I think they decided during that pause that they didn't want to go for that. The threat of rotations coming in and the OD being right there.
Yeah, especially
CK
when you have
getting
a
level
pause with the
50.
Darkseer to keep it in.
Yeah, CK getting level 10, 15 attack speed, over 8 intelligence. That's a good one, I think. That'll be helpful
Tires
for him.
middle
It's really
towers
helpful
I
for
don't
his
think
farming.
CK can have a support, so I was like, what? But now I realize, yeah.
No,
makes
it's helpful for his farming. His 15 attack speed's strong.
Oh
It's good.
boy, Dyer's middle tower is under
sense.
attack.
Armlet's completed
Not too good, but it's good.
on our Alchemist. OD gonna wail on this Lina mid.
On your
Could
end.
be a kill, actually.
Yep. And actually on your CK too. But CK has an entire treads
Looks
above
like
him.
Lina dies.
Ooh.
Oh Jesus, it's a killing spree!
Lena dies mid and Rubik dies top.
Not looking
But
well.
this is not looking good for Lena, I think. I think that OD's got her on lock. And OD actually hitting level 10 and getting that
Radiant's
250
middle
extra
tower is under
mana.
attack.
Huge amount of mana.
That's a rotation from our friend Darkseer that's going to put him a little bit behind, even though he was their main core in this game. We see that our Alchemist on that net worth tab
Radiant's
is
middle
fifth
tower is under
and
attack.
last in net worth,
Yeah.
just ahead of all of the
I think
supports. That's
that-
not what you want to see.
I think that OD's going to start pulling ahead really quickly. He's going for that Midas. He's 200 gold away from it. And I really think that he's going to start pulling ahead. Because they're really focusing all of their very heavy gank
Dyer's
lineup
bottom
on
tower is
just
under
this
attack.
top lane. They're just dominating the top lane and only the top lane.
And we see the ult being used going to go on the Chinese takeout. Yep.
Oh man, this guy's
Nice.
dominating. Oh,
Lena getting
Radiant's
level
top
10,
tower is
125
under
cast
attack.
range.
With the dead.
We see the armlets up on the Alchemist, decides to go for that before treads. Armlet also done.
That is a good
Alright,
idea, I
Dennis,
think.
like
I
on
think
bottom.
with this lane that he's having, I think it is a good idea because there's just so stun heavy, and if he just can press it in between the stuns,
Yeah, if he can toggle through that.
Oh,
could be a
boy,
saving
Dyer's
grace.
middle tower's
They've
denied.
absolutely
What are you
shut
gonna do
down this
now?
Alchemist. I mean,
they really
It-
have. But I think that they're putting a little too much resources into it. I think that
Yeah,
OD
I
is
agree with
is
that.
going to get big soon. He has Midas already.
ooh, we see the swap in. Looks like.
Whoa,
it's
mega
gonna go
kill.
down.
Uh-oh. Mega
You
kill.
see, the thing is, with Venge and Centaur, they can just kill the supports really. Like they don't need
The
CM
thing
there.
is, they keep doing that over and over.
Dyer's
I
top
mean,
tower's
Disruptor
under
doesn't
attack.
even have 1k net worth, but they're not getting much for it. They just got 190 gold for that.
Yeah, I mean it's good to help. Just that
Dyer's
extra
top
money is a
tower's
good
under
boost
attack.
for the support and for the Centaur. Because Centaur now he's 200 away from Blink Dagger, or 300.
I don't know if we mentioned it, but mid lane tower has gone down.
Yeah, I saw that. I forgot to mention something about it. CM came over and rotated and helped out the Lena take it. So-
Dyer's
Yeah.
bottom
I
tower is
would
under
like
attack.
to see. I know they tried a mid rotation.
Radiant's
very
middle
early
tower
in the
is
game
under
that failed
attack.
because of a ward, but I
Yeah,
feel like this Centaur
they
could have
really-
probably dominated.
jeez,
this
Morty, they're going after
5v1
Dyer's
He,
bottom
situation
tower.
really
on.
could have been fine on his
Radiant's
own, I
middle
think,
tower's
but I
under
think that the
attack.
babysitting nature of their supports here for this Alchemist kind of
Oh, great.
makes it
Dyer's
kind of
bottom
okay
tower
because
just
the
got
resources are the
destroyed.
same.
Radiant's middle
It's
tower
not like
is under
Lena got
attack.
ganked a ton of times and they're just focusing on Centaur. But that's exactly what you needed right there.
Yeah.
A rotation from Venge, who has all the stun heavy and the swap, the heavy stun, the swap, and so that Lena can set up for her
Whoa,
life strike
Dyer's bottom
away
tower's
Dragon
And
under
that's
Slayer.
attack.
right after they
Little
take the
birdie
tier
told
1
me that
bot,
Radiant's
so
middle
now
tower is denied.
the whole bottom side of the map is being
Yeah.
cut off for our spicy beefs team.
Dire-
They've still got their
or-
top towers somehow.
Radiant just getting an
Fuel from my
excessive gold
fire.
lead. Like all 5,000 gold lead now.
All three of their cores topping the charts right now.
Yeah, this is not looking good for them right now, but I still think that they need to be mindful of the OD. He's not a problem yet, but he could grow into one very quickly. And with an Alchemist too, it's like you have to make sure you manage your resources correctly.
He went that greedy Midas build, so it's like if they don't... With that greedy Midas build and the Chaos Knight, if they let this go late because their core cannot farm as well as their enemies, I think that they might see themselves lose this game, no matter what their lead looks like right now with the 10-1 and the 5,000 net worth
Dyer's top
advantage.
tower is under
I
attack.
Yep.
was meant to have
CK
this.
is
Tower.
That should help.
CK is nearly completed his Echo Saber though. That's a huge item. He can actually
That
just
force
straight
field
up
leads
fight
me to
with
believe
that.
Dyer just
Yeah, it gives him
fortified their
it gives him like
structure.
burst. Or, you know, crazy.
The interesting is CK just used the shrine and he had his armlet toggled on the entire time. It kind of just did nothing. So a little bit of misplay there, but
people make mistakes.
yeah. Oh,
we see
Centaur
this done-
has his blink dagger, and this disruptor is not gonna have a fun game.
He's backed
Own it.
4 second stun with CK. CK's coming into the game now. He's coming online.
They take down that Darkseer, who's the highest level, and you know, not anymore.
Gives their entire team XP. They're 5-manning at this point. They really
Yeah.
can. They can
And
afford
this
it.
is what they need to do. Really, they need to take
Yeah.
advantage of this lead.
Alchemist
because
actually has 2,000
Dyer's middle
gold.
tower is under attack.
I wonder if he's going for Radiance.
I think
Interesting.
he's got to be really. I think they've really got to bank on the late game here, and if they get that kind of D push with the Radio Expansive, that might
Yeah.
be the thing that saves them.
Yeah,
this
Lena
final.
going first head in Bloodstone. I'm not sure about that, but I think it could work out with the way this game is.
snowballing now, I think.
Yeah,
that's a
with
pretty
the
good
way that it's
choice.
with the way the game's working right now, the amount of kills they have, I think it could work out. More normally, you'd see Yule Scepters to secure the kills, but so she can solo kill. But with their supports, I think that she doesn't need it because she can hit that Light Strike away pretty guaranteed with the root from CM, the stun from Centaur, the stun.
Yeah, this is a good game to skip the Yules. As you said, they've got 5 stuns on the team.
Dyer's middle tower is
Yep.
under attack.
Up top, the Alchemist has found themselves some space while they're 5-manning, and they haven't
Yep,
decided to push
he
him
was
sky
bottom
yet.
lane. He was bottom lane before, and he's rotated over to top.
So it's up to the OD, the Darkseer, the Disruptor, and the Rubik to defend his 4, but the Rubik might be going down.
Killing spree.
does.
Whoa! Own it.
They've got
Yeah,
the fight down.
they're really
They use
destroying the.
CM goes down to the
No.
tower, ulting in its range.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what that was, but
Gift from the goddess.
So they make what should have been a 1-for-0 in a tier 2 tower into a 1-for-1.
and no tier 2 tower.
Yeah, and Rubik TP's back in. These supports have really taken a beating on the side of Spicy Thieves.
Ooh.
OD getting stunned.
Double damage.
Doubling a stun.
Oh boy, Dyer's middle tower is
Ooh,
under
that
attack.
mech. That mech saved his life. Ooh,
Centaur ultimate.
the Centaur ultimate saving Venge's life too.
That means that the Sheever's Guard squad is able to back out, but all the while, taking a stack is the Alchemist.
Yeah, farming bottom lane is CK too though. Like, keep that in mind.
But he's not going to farm nearly as
Not
fast,
as
even though he
fun.
is ahead on net worth. I mean, Alchemist has finally come up. He was
Yeah.
previously 5th.
The thing
Now
is
he's top
that
on his team.
the thing that you also need to realize is that with CK, I think that items are way more impactful on him than they are on Alchemist. With Alchemist, the reason that he's good is that he farms really fast, yes, but
The
like,
reason that he's even allowed to get the items that he has is because his base hero just doesn't use them well.
yeah, that's basically it. With CK, he's so strong as a base hero. His damage is high, his strength, like, a good amount of health. And Alchemist going for the 20 damage over the 4 armor, which I'm not actually sure about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too sure about that either. I think that if CK jumps on him, it's not really going to matter how much damage he does, but maybe he just wants it for the farming. He's nearing his relic.
Yep. Riley messaged me there during that game, and it just showed up
Yeah,
in the
he
middle of the
actually
chat.
messaged me too.
Yep. Yep, alright, there's just more complaining about heroes this one. It's fine. Not recording or anything.
Yeah, so still unable. Oh, we see the Centaur.
Venge
jumps on
getting
the
level
Disruptor.
Yep, and he's dead. This disruptor just barely hit level 6 recently.
Good
He's
time to press you, Eric. Look at the gold per minute on the supports in the Dire.
ooh.
We'll take that.
I mean, the Radiant's really not that far ahead, but they are ahead.
Yeah. I mean, when you see an Alchemist, you know, running on 300 gold per minute, you can never really be happy with it.
Oh. Dude, but you know what their supports are leading in though?
What's
The
that?
fantasy points. So much so in the fantasy points. That's what they're
And
doing. They're just playing up to their
Rubik is
fans.
really just letting down his fantasy team right now.
He really is.
See the coming word on the Centaur, he's gonna get the stun off.
Ooh.
That we need on the
He's
ground.
killing himself on the opening, goes in too deep, and the Centaur's able to
Oh boy, killing spree. Oh man.
Oh, he's dominating.
Oh,
triple kill for my
So it's a
fire.
3-for-2.
Remember what I said about leaving the fight?
He's gonna fight the Alchemist.
Remember what I said about leaving the fight? you can't try and leave versus their team because
Yeah, you can't try and leave versus that disruptor, and he's gonna make it into a
Yeah.
3-3 with the CK
if you
down.
leave Disruptor alive and you guys try and back off of a fight, they'll pick one of you off. You have to kill him if you're gonna leave.
Yeah.
It's the issue. It's what's
They went
one
in,
of the
they got
strengths
the
about
Dark
Disruptor.
Spear
Middle
and
tower's
the
under
Riddick, but
attack.
they missed the important kill, which was the disruptor there. So that means once again they didn't take that tier 2 tower.
They did kill OD
The
though.
Alchemist, the Alchemist stays alive through the whole fight, and he's got his relic.
They did kill OD, which he is their highest net worth hero on their team. Alchemist now being the second highest on their team, but that is a lot of AoE gold for the Radiant. So I think
Yeah,
that there's
definitely.
their supports. Yeah, Venge got her cloak and she has a medallion of courage. CM 300 away from her blink dagger.
Build going fully with the mobility, getting a force staff next after his.
After a
blink
blink dagger, that's interesting. I'm interested in the blink dagger because I think with the with Dragonlance, I think that blink dagger has kind of been a little bit phased out with OD. I feel like, at least in the games that I've played, I feel like people have been opting more for the Hurricane Pike.
This'll
I
come
don't know,
handy.
with all the lockdown that Shiver's Guards has, maybe he thinks he just needs to be able to escape. I mean, OD doesn't have much for a natural escape, but it looks like we're going to see a smoke coming out, maybe?
Yeah, it looks
Shiver's
like it.
Guard team?
Tempest of battle.
Yeah, they're definitely going to use it. CM has 2 in her inventory, and this is the
Benji
OG
has one.
ganking. This is the OG stun team right here.
Although it is a heavily warded part of the map for our dire friends. They got 3 wards, like, right in the same area around this Roche pit.
Illusion.
As a matter of fact, they use the vacuum on Roche and the wall. It seems like
They thought they were
think they're
rushing.
in there. Centaur jumps into the Roche pit, doesn't see anybody. Darkseer.
Ooh, Darkseer gonna run in there. Rubik, a very good steal from Rubik.
Oh, mega
But,
kill.
oh man.
OD.
Again,
looks like he's gonna go down.
Holy crap, Rick, he's unstoppable!
Wubba lubba dub dub.
And there's Disruptor.
Ooh.
Also going down. Blue
Wubba lubba dub dub.
for 1. Wow. They really, with all that warding, with the wall, they really thought that they were going to see a Roche smoke from the Shiver's Guard, but they barely missed it. I think that might even have been what it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They
not-
saw the wall. They
Radiant's
saw.
bottom
I think that
tower's under
Centaur
attack.
saw the wall and he went
Dire's
in.
middle tower's under attack.
Something interesting there was CK got an extra illusion with his ultimate too, and he was
Radiant's
not
bottom
even
tower's
attacked
under
by most people, I think.
Yeah.
But what happened with CM is what I was talking about in the draft. Is that what we were mentioning in the draft is that Static Storm is just an AOE silence, so like CM is going to be really hard for her. And I don't even think that, honestly, I don't think that she should even get a Glimmer Cape on her to try and get an ultimate off. If she gets a Glimmer Cape, I don't think she should
The
try and use it
ultimate's
for
not gonna be
herself.
Too useful. There's a lot of methods of cancellation.
Yeah, I think that
between
Blink
the
Dagger-
vacuum and the
Yeah. I think that
The
Blink
Static
Dagger on
Storm.
her is most useful for Frostbite.
and actually we see the Shiver's Guards is only able to take 1 tower off of that, and it's the tower they've been gunning for pretty much the whole game. And I think
Yeah.
that actually speaks to how behind the Spicy Thieves are. Their respawn timers were
That should
ridiculously
help.
low. Their supports came back extremely fast, and I think that actually saved Barracks for them.
Yeah.
In that case, a lack of XP turned out
Those
to be
little
like a-
rascals are
Yeah.
hitting Dire's bottom tower.
Rubik getting killed again by the classic duo.
But he's coming back in 30 seconds.
Yep. I think they're gonna take this tower. They're
Yeah, it's gonna be-
bottom tower's
the
under
Dire's
attack.
nowhere near. They're not in the position to take this tower. They can't.
But
It's-
the Radiance is up on the Alchemist now.
Oh,
has
It is.
Dire's
It
bottom
was up in
tower.
the last.
You just
It was up in the
attack
last
Dire's
fight too,
bottom
but I think
destroyed.
did he die or not?
Oh,
I
it
don't
was
remember.
just such a, he didn't die. I think he was the only one to make it out, but it was just such a bad engagement. They smoke up,
Ooh, another smoke. Heavy smoke usage. They gotta,
but
you know,
pretty much the whole of Spicy Thieves is in the base, so they're not going to find
Yeah.
much unless they're going over to the Roshan.
they're going to Roshan. It looks like they want this early lead to be able to take high
a
ground.
pretty good move if they want to take the high ground.
They do want to take the high ground. CK getting that BKB. He's at his strongest. I think it's mid game. He's got 3 items.
We see the Spicy Thieves beginning to move out of the base. I feel like everybody knows that moment when you're losing the game and it's too calm, and then you hear Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Yeah,
You know, so maybe they expect
I
it.
think they know, but I don't think that they can do anything
Yeah,
about
they
it.
can't contest it, really. Even
If
though
they try
have
and
that
fight.
good team fight combo with the vacuum.
Yeah,
It's already going down.
their best bet is to wait for a high ground engagement.
Ooh, let me tell
Kill
you,
everyone.
He just delivered a bunch of goodies to the Radiant!
Ooh, yeah.
And they smoke back.
If
out
they
of the
if they
road.
go in there, they just kind of stood around for a little bit on Shiver's Guard. They really could have. Oh, they see them. They see it.
And that's a stun on
That's
the
a stun.
Disruptor.
Ooh, saving him, but he's dead. He's dead. Yep.
Disruptor uses
Oh my gosh,
He's from Boston because he's wicked sick.
in less than 30 seconds each. So
Yeah.
we'll see if they can
But
use
this
that
is
timeline
potentially
to take out
nope.
this tower.
No, they won't. They won't have the time because
They've got
the
the creeps.
wave is all the way in the river.
Yeah.
They're not
Because
gonna
they
have
smoked
this.
out of the Roshan pit, they weren't able to.
They weren't
take
able
out
to
that
push the
creep
wave up.
So
Yeah.
they're not going to be able to take any
Invisibility.
meaningful objectives off of that Roche, but they still have the Aegis on CK. They got
They do.
10 kills. It's currently 25-6.
Yes.
But Alchemist is their net worth.
Yeah. If Shiver's guard had just gone up a little bit, just gone instead they went down towards as if they were going to go towards the mid lane. But then they kind of just sat there and moved around back and forth between that and the shrine. If they had just gone straight to the shrine, they would have found 3 heroes there that were alone, separated from the other 2 heroes in their team, and it would have been such an easy high ground to make.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no way they could have known. They don't have that area warded. As a matter of fact, they don't
Dire's
see a lot
top
of
tower's
wins from the
under
Radiant
attack.
side out right
The
now.
interesting thing is they just kind of Centaur just ulted before, and I'm not sure exactly where they saw that they were there on the Radiant,
Dire's
but
top tower's
Centaur
under
ulted to
attack.
try and get something there, which actually did work out for them, but I think
I
it
wonder
was a
what they're
blind
gonna build
ultimate, which is
where Dire's
Centaur
top
working
tower
on that
used to
Aegis.
be.
The Radiant is going to
Ooh.
just give up the top tier 2 tower, and they swap
Yeah.
out the Rubik. I don't even know how they
Hello? Can anyone hear me? Own it! You can say it really fast a bunch of times. It starts to not make any sense. Own it! Own it! Own it! Own it!
CK, that's taking a lot of his intelligence.
Yeah. Yeah, CK only having
Uses
yeah,
his
that
ult and
ultimate.
that's half of his mana. He doesn't even have a
Yeah.
stun.
He has a stun. He has a stun. He cannot use his pull either at the same time. He's gonna use it to
Dire's
push the
top
tower.
tower's under attack.
Right now he's just going to smack the tower, so we'll see. The Radiant's Alchemist not quite coming forward. They're going to be able to glimpse the
Ooh, that's big. That's big. That's big. They should go on that. Oh man, nope. OD's getting.
There's the back to one. They got 3. Then gets off her
Team gets off her ultimate, and there's
Stop it. That's
Yes,
it.
you know, a little game of freeze tag could turn lethal.
Oh, she dies to Dark Series.
Oh, Rick! He's dominating now! He's
Rubik
dominating!
might go down. Alchemist is
Morty, watch out!
flailing. He
It's a
doesn't know what he's
killing
supposed to
spree!
do. They've only got 2 up versus the 5 of the Shiver's guard. This should be a Barracks down, at the very least.
yeah.
Although Mavi comes in, picks up the Centaur. It looks like he's actually
Nope,
gonna catch
yeah.
that Venge.
Mavi, he's gonna blink up here and get this CK.
Meanwhile, the Venge is running. to the
CK needs to
fountain
stun
grab
him.
a TP.
CK needs to stun him or something. That's good. That's
Venge is
good.
able to TP out of the enemy fountain. No, Alchemist catches her. That's Venge down. They turned what should have been a
You could
surefire
use
Barracks
more
into a
refinement.
retreat and 2 kills.
It was the OD buyback. They really should have considered backing off after the
This'll
OD
come in
buyback.
handy.
Their CK was at like a quarter health the entire time. With Armalon, he was at like a quarter health, and their OD bought back.
They take out one of the wards.
It just destroyed Lena and the support.
They take out one of the wards from the Radiant side, and we see Alchemist finally finding his natural place on top of the net worth chart.
Yep. Yeah, it's looking like the Dire just
Yeah.
took up the GPM chart with their cores, with their 2 biggest cores.
Yeah, exactly. Their supports are still completely. I mean, their
Yeah.
supports are boned. But no matter how much you bone those supports, I mean, they thrive off their abilities. They don't need items, so you can swap stuff
With-
them 25 times.
Yeah,
but
with
it's not that
Disruptor,
impactful.
we really saw that last fight. Disruptor really just pulled through with his abilities. Rubik is not so much, I think.
Yeah, Rubik does need that mobility. I mean, the Rubik 0 and 12.
He can use it. He can use it, but this Chinese takeouts really pulled. He did a lot for them. That he stopped the
killing
CM
spree.
ult.
Oh, everyone's
Mavi
down.
actually getting a
Oh,
pickoff
Yeah,
on
CM
the
accident. It
on
was an
CM.
accident, I
He
bet.
uses that big mobility, the Blink Dagger, and the Force Staff, just catches
Yeah.
her where she can't see. Can't really farm the
Invisibility!
wave now. This OD is starting to get big. And he's gonna go on the Centaur.
This is a
too.
dead-
He
this is a
uses
dead
the
Centaur.
W during the
This is a
ultimate.
dead
Centaur has
Centaur.
no
We'll
escape.
take that.
Yep, he's done. Vacuum stun.
Oh man, this guy's dominating!
This is where OD is scary. OD is scary now.
They missed the stun with the Lena because
Who
man,
turned
OD's
up the
making
heat?
No,
excellent
no,
plays.
that
They
wall
dropped the
is telling you get away. Lena, that's no.
That's the Donald Trump wall. He just built the wall. Yeah,
Yep.
catches just
Oh,
the
Morty.
Venge.
Oh, you better hold on on your hat because now it's a mega kill. That's 5, baby. 5.
Ooh.
There's no accident anymore. This isn't an
That's
accident
the
now.
blink. He uses the ult. It doesn't grab anybody, but the CK is going to go down to the Alchemist.
Yeah.
That was one of those classic one-by-one feeds. They just
Yeah.
TP one at a time.
It was really ambitious of the Lena. It was really ambitious of the Lena to think that she could do anything to that OD.
You know what I'm talking about?
He's level 21 OD. He had already just like completely killed your centaur, so he had that intelligence too, stolen still. So and he has his astral imprisonment to save himself from your stun, and
to top that off, he's level 22.
he was level 21 there,
We
and
see the big centaur stun, the CM ultimate. Oh, but if it gets
The vacuum. that's a killable person, but they don't have their CK. The issue here now is that we're starting to see is this Lena is gonna have less and less of an impact versus this Alchemist, and it's gonna be really hard for them to kill him at
30
one
minutes
point.
is really the time when Alina is going to start to fall off. Even though her right click does scale, it really just
She can not fall off after 30 minutes, but versus their team with the Alchemist, he's level 19, he has a Manta, Radiance, Boots of Travel, and an Armlet. Like, she's not going to be able to kill him ever. And their OD got his BKB, so she's basically good for her support killing. That's what she's good for now on their team.
and their Chaos, and they just can't farm fast enough. He's already fallen behind the OD and the Alchemist in terms of net worth, even though he's got 8 kills. Like, he's doing really well. But
it's the problem with CK, which I really do not enjoy because I like CK a lot. He's fun, but you kind of just have to dominate the game with him, and you have to really just take initiative with your advantage. You have to take your advantage and just like use that advantage to just
use your ult to turn it into towers, use your stun to turn it into kills.
Yeah.
And I feel like he hasn't seemed to have done enough this game, and we can see that
he has 8 kills, but still didn't do enough because
that's crazy.
It's been on the supports, I think, and not their cores. Like,
it's kind of BS that the game works like that. You can have 8 kills and not be doing enough.
Yeah, I think that he did a lot of killing on their supports and not their cores.
Yeah, I mean that's what we kept seeing, right? We kept seeing the supports get picked off. I mean, if you kill Rubik 12 times, after 3, he's basically a last hit. He's not giving them much.
Yeah.
His net worth.
Dire actually smoking up. Dire smoking up.
He's
gotta come over there.
Oh no, it's a Dire smoke this time. Sorry, it's the Radiant who love the smokes.
Yeah. Looking around. Looking around. I don't think they see it.
Nothing available in the Roche pit. They don't really.
They saw the Dragon Slave from Lena. Rubik pinging it out.
Are they going to go fight?
They're converging over. They knew that someone was there.
He's taking out, walking up the high ground alone. Very brave, but he's not going to find anybody in the smoke.
Not going to find anyone.
Invisibility.
Ooh, that's a big invis rune. This could go really badly for them. They have no real ward coverage for this. See him dying immediately. Disruptor's dead. Rubik stealing Stampede. That swap was... I think that she was out of position and she wanted to get further. She wanted to get less out of position with that swap, but they were just everyone was there and her team left her. There really wasn't much she could do. They managed to leave that with only 2 deaths when the Dire smoked up for that entire thing. Alchemist TP'd in, and OD got an Invisor. Like that is pretty good for them.
And
for the Radiant.
Like the Shiver's Guard, and with all their stuns, it seems like it shouldn't be the problem, but the Shiver's Guard initiation is just not strong enough to get the kills on OD. If OD's able to W himself, the counter initiation from the Darkseer and the Disruptor is just too strong right now.
Yeah. What they need for initiation is Centaur has to come in and stomp the OD. Because even if his reaction time is perfect, I'm fairly certain that the animation for Astral Imprisonment is less than Stomp, so that's their in. The Glimmer Cape is not going to save her. Oh, this is a potentially dead. He's going to be KB. He's going to be KB.
But they use the counter Centaur ult from the Rubik.
Yeah, and he has a Blink Dagger. All that mobility really helped him out there. I had
Really
forgotten
really
that they
bad.
hadn't killed
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
they hadn't killed the Rubik, so Stampede still on the Dire, and they can use it again in a minute.
Way to go! Radiant's bottom tower is completely gone.
And Alchemist just
Yep.
pushing down the
Alchemist
tower's bottom
pushing
lane.
down the
We'll
bot.
take that.
Has 2,000 gold, bought an entire Octarine core in the last few minutes, and the gold lead ever slowly shifting in the advantage of the Dire.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
and we see this pickoff lineup is really starting to fall to the teamfight lineup. They didn't take any significant objectives.
Yeah, they really needed
Yeah.
to take their advantage more early on, and it's just starting to fall apart for them.
They killed the Disruptor yet again, but I feel like these support kills just don't matter.
No, they really don't. What they need to, like, the support kills early on matter a ton because all the heroes are equal, but now at this point they really need to try and focus on getting that core pick off. You know, the Darkseer, he doesn't have that much, but he's not
This'll
the bottom
come
of the
handy.
charts in net worth. And he's level 17, so he'll give you a good amount of experience in gold, but you know, if you can pick off the OD, which you
I mean, at
can,
this point, they're not really able to even slow down the Alchemist pickoffs. He's exactly where he needs to be.
no, Alchemist is not someone you really need to pick off OD. They need to pick off OD and take an objective off of it, is what they need to
Odie's
do,
the
but
big-time damage dealer for the Dire right now.
yeah, what they would need to do is they need to pick off the OD and then push until he buys back and leave immediately, because
Rubik
he
just
has
gonna
buy.
slam that button, that movement speed button before it runs out. Doesn't have it anymore.
Yep.
So BKB's up on the Lina. That's pretty good against the OD, but OD's got a BKB of his own.
Yeah, it is.
This is down to 7 seconds. Lina's is new.
Yep. That BKB on OD has been saving his life very much.
Yeah, I love this OD build actually. Very strong.
Yeah.
As much as I wish he'd get rid of the wand for a TP, but
You know. Kind of everything. He's gonna get rid of it for a Mystic Staff. Yep.
A gift from the
okay.
Tempest of
Well, the
Battle.
Mystic Staff is pretty big. He's gonna get the Shiva's Guard. That's gonna give him some armor, which is probably the one thing he lacks, other than the agility from the Hurricane Punch.
Yeah, it's gonna make
13
it's gonna
armor.
make CK killing him just that much harder.
I mean, CK's already having trouble killing him through the BKB, but
Yeah,
as that time
it's the
runs
BKB.
lower,
It's the
gotta get
BKB.
Shivas.
It's only the BKB. If Mavi's ever caught out without his BKB, CK will kill him.
They stop
there's-
it in
he
the
will
rush
have
pit,
no
but
trouble.
They don't actually kill it. Looks like they're gonna try to go.
They're gonna try for the go for the
first,
pickoff.
and
This
then
is what they
find the
needed.
Disruptor.
Nope, that's Darkseer.
They turn that into an Aegis of the Immortal. They might be able to turn it into a high ground push. I think this is their last chance, honestly.
It is. It is. They will get this. They will get this Roshan. The Dire cannot contest it.
Yeah. They get
Without
the Roshan,
Darkseer-
but they need to make
Darkseer's-
this Aegis into a real objective.
Darkseer is such a big part of their team fight that they can't take it. They're just gonna push bottom instead with Alchemist and OD. OD's gonna buy that TP scroll, I think,
Alright,
to be able to
Radiant,
TP out
just
there,
punch out the Roshan,
back to the base.
guy.
But they're just gonna push them. They're just gonna push faster than they could. Like, because they started earlier, they're gonna have more pushing.
Yeah, but the mid lane is shorter.
They're already. The next wave will
Yeah.
spawn like at their barracks.
Yeah, Mavi's TPing back. Alchemist is going to probably use his illusions to
And then TP.
fight on the bot lane, and then Boots would travel right back. Yeah.
Yep, exactly what he's doing. They can't do this now. Their entire team is up. They can't just take high ground like this.
They've got the 5
Oh,
CK.
Radiant's bottom tower is
They can
under
take this
attack.
tower.
Make this into a
Looks like
full
dire
game.
structures are fortified.
Yep, and that's exactly.
Whoa, initiating killing spree mode.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Oh, he's
Double
dominating.
kill. Oh, man.
This kill on Alchemist could be really big.
Bottom tower, could ya?
Rubik
Come on,
forced
Radiant's
by
top
that,
barracks
but
are getting
CK
attacked.
is gonna
He's dead.
die.
These people are god.
They need to get out with
They're
CK.
god people.
It's still a 3-on-3 right now. Lena's alive. They're missing a main. core
Radiant's
for
bottom
Spicy
barracks
Thieves.
are
I
really
think-
taking
Ooh,
a
that
wicked-
blink.
Wow.
I love it.
Not saving her life.
He was able to destroy
Radiant's
that
bottom
Crystal Maiden.
barracks are getting
Yeah.
torn apart.
That's why Hurricane Bike is so good on OD.
Yeah, crazy amount of attack
Because
speed.
it gives you vision of them. It gives you vision of them too. I'm pretty sure. So
Yeah, and during that time, the bottom tower was taken
I
by the
was
Alchemist
meant
illusion
to
and
have
creeps,
this.
and they're not even able to take
and
the tier
damaged the
three.
racks.
Melee barracks.
Well, Dire used fortification is why they didn't lose the tower. CK burned that tower so quickly, but the thing is just OD especially. You got to think also his arcane orb will just destroy Chaos Knight solutions.
But having that tier 3 means that if this game is going to go for a while, I mean, they're able to take out that top shrine. That's going to cut off any kind of teleportation over to the Roshan pit, and that could mean complete map control.
Yeah, Dire slowly taking this back.
Yeah,
Definitely
I think
saving.
that Radiant's at the point where they have to rely on a mistake. That last fight, I think they could have made it on good plays, but now they're relying on some way.
They could win this off of good plays, but it has to be perfect, and they have to basically have the perfect situation come out.
Centaur's gonna TP.
He's gonna get glimpsed.
And he's gonna get glimpsed back. Wow, that hurts.
He could have blinked. Honestly, I think he could have blinked.
Illusion.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's ulting forward to try to save the Lina, I guess.
Yeah, Lena's so dead.
Before he can ever even use it, they take out the disruptor on the back end, but that's not working with Lina. Avi's going to Hurricane Pike forward. He's got the blink and the BKB. He's going to blink out after the swap. Seems like both sides deciding to retreat there.
Yeah, 1-for-1 supports.
Yeah,
Or not supports.
Yeah, it's not a great trade.
No, it's
for
not.
The Shiva's guards, and they lose Bloodstone charges on that Lina too.
Yeah, this is where the Bloodstone's gonna start to hurt, I think.
The snowballing is stopped, and now it's just like a 5,000 gold paperweight. Rubik choosing 150 health as his level 15 talent. Got that Chaos Bolt, hoping for the RNG.
One thing that, I mean, the Radiant does have the level advantage in some sense of the word, or the term, but because the OD and Alchemist are the highest levels in the game, but then it's the entire Radiant team, pretty much.
I mean, other than the Rubik, though, we're at the point where everybody has most of their abilities maxed out. Those stats they've got some impact.
Holy shit!
Mavi just drops from range. She's gotten picked off by him so many times.
Yeah.
Got that ultimate orb. It looks like he's going for a Lotus Orb. I mean, at that point, you're choosing between stunning the OD or stunning yourself.
It's a Lincoln Sphere.
It's a Lincoln Sphere. So he's got the Lincoln Sphere to go with the BKB now that it's going down to 5 seconds.
Yeah. That stops the route. That stops so much on the Radiant team, actually. It stops one of them, so CK could just Reality Rift.
Yeah,
deal
sorry,
with it,
I thought
but,
it was the Lotus Orb I was going to talk about. Like, you know, how that's the counter to a stun-heavy lineup. Now I feel like a moron. Make them stun themselves.
But they do still stun you.
True.
So, I mean, they could just use
Yeah,
it.
with Lincoln Sphere, you're going to avoid getting stunned at all. And I mean, that's really
what
good
he
for
needs.
this OD, because if you can't stun him, he's going to murder your whole team.
Yeah, he is.
He's just...
I'm just waiting for him to eat a moon shard, honestly, at this point.
I'm waiting for Alchemist to feed him one.
You can't.
Can he not? Is this like an earlier patch?
I'm pretty sure you cannot give other people moon shards. You can just
You
eat
can
them
give
yourself.
other people moon shards.
Are you sure about that? I'm
Yeah, you
pretty
can.
sure not.
I'm sure you can. We'll see if it happens, or if he feeds himself a moon shard. I mean, that would be his 7th slot, unless he decides to go for the boots of travel before that.
Yeah.
So we see the Radiant pushing up to the shrine of the enemy team. Usually not a good thing to do without vision, but they're not going to see anybody. Dire
Oh man, that's a big talent for Alchemist. He has 30% lifesteal now. That's huge. That's a ton of lifesteal.
Instead of fighting with it, though, he's going to boots travel bottom. Just a 30-second cooldown because of his Octarine, and they're going to go for those bot racks again.
Yeah, he's not
This
going
is
to do this.
really do or die, and they do not have a lot of time on the side of the Radiant. The Dire finally pulling ahead with that 2,000 gold lead.
Yeah.
Yep. Chaos Knight has both of his Manta illusions immediately killed, and the Alchemist illusions.
Dire's middle tower just took
Take
a
the
big
tower though,
beating.
because Lena's
It's gone.
siege damage with Hurricane Pike. It is.
They're
They
going
do have.
after the melee barracks, so they're going for it all.
They don't want to.
Gonna
You
leave,
don't want to be
yeah.
in glimpse rage for this. They're just engaging with that ultimate so
I'm
that they can't get
surprised that
glimpsed.
Chinese Takeout wasn't able to get a glimpse off there. Would have been an amazing play if he was able to take out the Centaur with that.
Yep.
Game ender possibly, but they're going to go after the shrines.
Yeah.
On the Shiver's guard side.
Which is smart, but potentially not. They can take it quickly enough, though.
Whole team smokes up. They know they're attacking the shrines. Looks like they back off because they smoked up under that ward of the Radiant side, the top high ground.
Unlucky find.
That ward able to spot out the smoke, but maybe still the CK is in a precarious spot. The Alchemist is going to spot him out. Does he think it's an illusion? Oh, he starts at the stun. He knows.
Yep, CK does. That's the proper thing, honestly.
Yeah. And he's going to swap back from the Alchemist. The Alchemist
They
could
stacked
have gone
all
too
their
far,
stuns
but
together. They can't kill him now.
Get off the wall. Centaur going through with his BKB.
The funny thing is that... Yeah.
He's going to be able to take out the CK master main damage dealer. He's squatting mob. He's still pushing forward up on these barracks, but it's a big...
Sorry, friend.
They will take out the Alchemist. Still, the Centaur dies.
Oh, they're beyond godlike now. He's simply beyond godlike.
Looks like it's gonna be a scorcher.
Maybe Bobby's not too far.
I lose my heart.
So because of that fountain dive, they're not going to be able to take out any barracks off of that push.
Mavi dying was
Oh,
huge.
Radiant's top
still
tower is
forces
under
a couple
attack.
buybacks.
Yeah, Lina nearly has her Shiva's guard now.
That attack speed reduction is pretty good against the OD. As
That
well
should
as getting
help.
the armor is not incredibly useful because it's pure damage.
No, it's not.
Yeah. But I don't know. Of course, you don't want it on the Lina, but I would have liked to see maybe like a Heaven's Halberd from the CK. If they can
Money to
get rid of
burn.
that Lincoln's, I mean,
Yeah.
With the Lincoln Sphere and the BKB, I'm just not sure if they can
Something
even do
you
that.
sometimes do with CK is if you ever want to build a Sanch and Yasha for early, just for early strength, you can disassemble it, I'm pretty sure, and you get a,
Yeah, you get the Manta and the Halberd.
Yep. That would be pretty good, but then he'd just BKB it off, honestly. Which is,
the BKB or the Lincoln Sphere. I mean, he's just got too many defensive items. OD is basically like the offensive power just from his Arcane Orb is so much.
It is.
He doesn't need the offensive items.
And the Hurricane Pike is honestly very offensive.
Yeah, it gives like 100 attack speed for those 4 hits, and that's enough to just kill the Crystal Maiden. We've seen him do like a bunch of times. He could probably kill the Venge too.
He can kill Crystal Maiden.
He can kill Lina.
He can 3-shot Crystal Maiden, level 21 Crystal Maiden.
Yeah.
And yeah, because CM at level
He's got
15.
the Scepter now, so maybe she can make it through.
I think CM is possibly regretting her level 15 talent at this point.
Yeah, I don't know if 250 health would be enough, but you know,
It's like an extra attack. She dies in 3 hits from OD.
pretty brutal.
It
Looks
really
like they have
is.
those CK, or rather CM illusions in the pit to spot out the next Roche spawn.
Oh, cute little pupper though. I'm gonna follow her around. Follow her
We'll
illusion
take
around.
that.
CM and the pupper illusion gonna take out that shrine. They're
That's not a pupper
merging
illusion.
up
That's the real.
Bobby.
That's the real pupper.
That's the real pupper. It's not an illusion pupper. It's a lost pupper.
Why is the pupper there? It's running back to the other illusion. What? What's the pupper doing? What are you doing, little boy?
My beautiful boy.
Why aren't you with the real CM? Oh, so Radiant sees that Roshan just spawned.
Yeah.
That illusion.
Those, the CM illusion
Because of
does
because
see
of the
Roshan's
because of the
up,
MVP
and-
the MVP pupper.
Yeah, and pretty much the entire dire side is on the right side of the map rather than the left. But they're going to move up.
They could take this.
Toward this Roshan.
They're gonna take it, and they're
Yeah,
gonna have
there's
vision
no
of it.
warding on the side.
They have
There's
vision
no
of it.
warding
They're
on the
coming
side.
over right now.
Oh, sorry, there is a ward. Yeah, they
There
know.
is a ward. They're coming over right now, unless
have
they
a
don't
warding
think.
center.
I think they're gonna smoke. Are they gonna smoke?
The
Say
weight is
something
slow.
about the
They don't
Radiant. They
realize
sure know how to kill Roche.
They're just getting together then.
It's about time somebody
Yeah.
took him out. The guy's a weirdo.
The Rubik had a
Yeah, he's
smoke in his
giant
backpack,
weird.
and that's why they couldn't use it to go in there. I don't know. I'm not really sure why they wanted to smoke. I guess to avoid wards, but if they had only
Okay.
known that they had no wards.
What they need to do with the
More
Sages is
fuel for
they're the
my
first thing they're doing
fire.
is they're going to take out that shrine, so that takes away Roshan control from the Dire, and they need to take.
I mean, Venge is doing it. Their CM starts to help, or not CM, Lina.
Yeah, Lina,
The
they've
other,
got
the
that
other,
vision,
the
and
other sister.
Taking the melee racks mid isn't even enough at this point. Just one lane of super creeps isn't going.
They
to
have
pull
to.
off anything.
No, it's gonna give them a little. It's gonna make the lane push, make it a little bit harder for them to push down mid, but that's it,
Yeah.
really. what they need to
still
do,
got outer
they
towers on the side of Shiver's Guard. The thing is, Shiver's Guard is unable to win the game, but Spicy Thieves are far from winning it. Right?
Yeah.
They've got tier 2 towers to go through.
they're not unable. What they would have to do is basically at this point you have to kill Alchemist and OD, threaten the barracks, force them to buy back and leave, and then engage again before their buybacks are ready again. That's the only way they're going to win. They need to pick OD off first, because honestly,
They use the Centaur ult. They're able to take
Not my
out
problem,
another
but
tier.
OD ate a
my tower
Moonshard.
just fell.
OD is pretty much full build. He's saving his money for just buybacks at this point. He has 4,500 gold. He could just
Yeah. I mean, I would say that Alchemist could
boots
feed
of
him
travel.
items,
He
but I
he
think
can
it
just
actually
he
makes
can
his
buy
hero
boots of
worse.
travel right now. He has enough reliable gold to just straight up buy boots of travel.
Oh, we see Mavi's gonna go up, gonna try to shoot his guard. He gets the slow off onto the Lena, who BKBs, and the Ghost Scepter and CM's gonna get put.
Yeah,
back
CM
in
is
the
very
game.
dead.
Yeah, CM is very dead.
Can't
So
feel
CM
it.
ends up being the loss for that retreat. She's got no buyback.
CK is very ambitious positioning. Is spotted out by the ward and is gonna get
He has the Aegis, but it looks like he's gonna lose it. And probably lose 2 lives here.
yeah.
Quick redress.
He needs the BKB is in his
That's not
inventory.
bad. BKB is not gonna be up for another 3 seconds. It gets swapped out. Venge might be taking one for the team. And BKB's out. Is Venge gonna be able to escape with this Centaur ult?
No.
Using
Yes.
the Ghost Scepter?
Ghost Scepter. Oh no. Nope. That's gonna kill her.
My
Still,
only
a good run. Good run.
Yeah. Misplaced in positioning, I think, coming out for the Radiant. Definitely.
Yeah, they really had this game on point with their early game. They were getting the
Oh,
pickoffs. They
Radiant's
had
middle
that
tower
aggro
is
try
under
working
attack.
really well, but
Jeez, Radiant's
they
middle
didn't
tower
let
just
them
got
shut down
wrecked.
the
Oh
mid-laner
boy,
Mavi,
Morty,
and
this is
he
pretty
got that
fantastic.
huge
Yeah, it's
impact.
looking very grim
Yeah, you
for
said
them now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
I think the
8,000
supports,
gold lead. Finally,
just
for
the
Spicy.
impact of this disruptor, I think, is so much more than any of the supports on the Radiant.
Radiant's middle tower is destroyed.
Exactly, yeah.
Just
This
because of his
disruptor's got
hero.
a whole lot. They're gonna get the 2-man stun. Can they activate that shrine? It's gonna keep the lean up for a little while. BKB's come out. CK able to get the disruptor.
Wubba
Able
lubba
to get the
dub dub.
backliners, disruptor and Rubik.
I'll set you
Alchemist is a
once
little
and
strong. They're use the city on
Whoa, killing spree.
Oh, triple kill.
Will they be able to
And they
take out
can-
Mavi? No, Mavi works
no.
out.
I think that, yeah, the CK made a decision there to go on the Alchemist. I don't think that was the correct one, because that Mavi's
speed.
BKB was down. And so
Yeah.
was his Blink and Force
It was
Staff.
on cooldown from that from their earlier
From-
fight.
yeah, it
It's
was-
still gonna be on cooldown maybe when they get to high ground, but not
Yeah.
for too long.
They can force buybacks here.
That's what they
Definitely.
need to do. They need to make this Alchemist buy back, then back off and pick him off again when he's on
My
sudden
dishonor
death.
shall be
The
avenged.
Disruptor bought
Disruptor's
back,
not
but
gonna
that's
get
not
him.
what it's, that's
They
not
need to
worth.
get the Alchemist.
Yep. They don't have any illusions coming out
Yeah.
right now. And the creeps are just
They
are
have
just
the
getting there.
Phantasm though. Phantasm is up.
No, it's not. It's not. 72
Oh, no,
seconds.
it's not. Sorry, I was clicked on an illusion. I was clicked on the wrong one. So they're going to keep spamming the CK. He's pretty much out of intelligence.
BKB
He's the
down
best
on
guy in
him?
The squad right now. Mavi's going forward. He has the BKB. He's going to keep slapping Mavi.
Now clutch my
Disruptor
knife.
is able to stop. They use the CPO. Mavi's looking low.
Yeah, Mavi's dead. This buyback, that buyback indicates, and they're gonna back off. That's the correct decision. Backing off right there as soon as he buybacks. He instantly bought back, because if he didn't, they would have taken Rex.
That's true. They've got Mavi on sudden death now. If they can
Yeah.
pick off Mavi, turn it into a 4v5, they can
Yeah.
take these two. They
They have
take
6
top
minutes.
mid
They have
Rax,
6
and
minutes
Mavi
to
ain't
do
gonna
it.
win
Regeneration.
They have ideally 5 minutes, and they could win the game if they
They
kill
have
him
to pick
again.
off Mavi. And if we check, yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, CK's Aegis is down.
Yeah, I think
Timer,
what CK
not-
needs is, I don't know. I think he might want to drop the Echo Saber for a heart or something, or the Armlet for a heart maybe. The Armlet for a heart, I think. Although it's really strong as
No, I
illusions. The Echo Saber maybe. I'm not really sure which one,
I was
honestly.
meant to have this.
But I think, or not a heart,
I
or
think the
a
Echo
satanic,
Sabers
a
are the
satanic,
way. Yeah, for a satanic.
not a heart, a satanic.
That's exactly what I was going to suggest.
Yeah.
We'll see what he ends up doing with item choices.
He has 5,000. He has 3,000 surplus. He could just buy. He still has the mango from the early game.
What a boy. What a
Hold
boy.
it on
True
to
boy.
it.
True boy status.
They're
Now,
gonna
if you
smoke up.
press O,
A gift from the
you press
tempest
O
of
right now,
battle.
Eric.
Ooh.
You'll see that Disruptor's fallen behind from his, or rather not Disruptor, sorry, the Radiant supports have fallen behind from their previous
Yeah,
grades.
Disruptor's
in terms of fantasy
Disruptor's
points,
just
and
taking
Disruptor
a lead.
has pulled through with this game in fantasy
Yeah,
points.
he's
What
doing
a
so much
player.
work for it.
The Radiant checks to see what's up with the Roshan. They don't see anything. They do have an illusion rune for the CK. That's pretty powerful for pushing and for damage.
Yeah, his damage is
And CK
ridiculous.
decides not to replace that Echo Saber, instead going with 5,000 gold, over 3,000 surplus. Could have been a reaver.
That should help.
They see these CK illusions and they're gonna look at them and then see the
Nice
CK because of the thing, right?
Yeah.
The smoke.
Mhm.
They had a sentry ward there. They're gonna see CK too, and they're all there, and they're smoking up, I think too. Even though they just saw CK and the illusions, so, and they're outlining on the map. They want to go down towards this mid lane, and oh, this is bad.
Yeah,
This is
that's
bad.
Centaur and
This is
Crystal
bad for
Maiden
the
are
Centaur.
actually in position to get
Centaur and Crystal
destroyed.
Maiden are not near the team.
Centaur doesn't know
Centaur
what's
is dead.
going on. Is he able
They're
to
away
get
from their
the
team.
KD? Nope.
Even the
Dunzo.
best gladiators
No.
must
He definitely could have BKB'd out of there, but
The Centaur is going to have to buy back, and unless they're
oh,
able
this
to
is
take out this OD,
oh, Venge is dead.
Venge is going down. Will Venge go down?
Yes.
Boy,
Definitely.
Radiant's middle
She
has no
barracks
ability.
are attacked.
Wasting a lot of time though, actually enough
Ooh.
for CK to get out and for Lina to keep pushing
Radiant's
out.
middle
So
barracks
they're
are
gonna
getting
have no
hit.
creeps in the side.
Rubik
of
stealing-
Spicy P's
Rubik
with the
stealing
top
swap.
push. Yeah, Alchemist TP's back. Gonna stop that Lina's push in its tracks.
Yeah, Lina going for the Orchid. A solid pick, I think.
No buyback on our Vengeful Spirit.
An
right
Orchid,
now.
I think the best Orchid target for this game is definitely Disruptor. Possibly Dark. No, Darkseer can get it off of anyone actually because he has Lotus Orb now.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's yeah. I don't know if Lina realizes this, but she'll have to either wait for the Lotus Orb to go away or just use it on Disruptor and then focus someone else so that he has to choose between who he Lotus Orbs.
So the Spicy Thieves take out the Roshan Shrine, but it is a long Roshan timer. So it's not going to come
Yes,
back.
it is.
Yeah, quite yet. They're still going to push up mid, even without the Aegis. They haven't needed it all game, so... Yeah, and they're not going to buy back the
Nope.
Centaur.
It's 13 seconds.
Radiant's
Rubik's
middle
swap.
barracks are as good as gone.
It's pretty.
But he's going to end up
Lame.
dying. He does get
Killing
slammed
spree.
by the Crystal Maiden. Crystal Maiden
Ooh.
ult
How
immediately
tempting
cancels.
to
Sorry, he does
fire.
get slammed by the Chaos Knight. The Crystal Maiden ult immediately
See, this is
cancels.
where a Yule Scepter would have been very good for Lina, I think.
Yeah, not able to catch this Disruptor, doesn't have the movement speed, doesn't have the stun. Although CK
Ooh, he's
is
dead.
able to still kill him, so that's both the supports down,
have
neither
gone
have
up and
buyback.
kick on that one.
Unfortunately, they don't know that, but if they rush up mid before this Disruptor comes back, they can force that OD into an unfavorable fight and get off the pickoff they need. Get that pickoff they need. But bottom lane's pushing a massive wave of range creep. Somebody's going to have to go back.
Yeah. And it's
Radiant's
likely
bottom
it's
barracks
likely
are
going to
really
be
taking
it's not
a-
going to be
a
CM. I
licking.
don't think it's going to be very hard for her to deal with that.
And maybe Venge.
Oh,
maybe Venge.
Radiant's
No,
top
Venge will
tower is
spawn.
under
They're
attack.
banking on the Venge spawning. Because the creeps are now
So they're
fighting.
gonna
The
go
creeps
up.
are fighting the creeps.
Yeah,
So
they're going to go up 4v3. A little bit behind. They got a ton of CK.
Ooh, Dire, you gotta fortify them, their structures. Good work.
The Glyph is slating the barracks. Let's take out the melee barracks. A big stun. All those illusions gonna die.
Oh no,
CK's
Dire's
getting-
middle barracks are
Hello?
gone.
Did anyone
Yeah.
hear me? It's a killing spree
CK
over
made a
here.
decision there to try and get the barracks, which really isn't what they needed.
Yeah,
I
they
don't-
needed to take
yeah.
out that OD. His buyback's on cooldown.
His buyback would have been on cooldown for 2 minutes. They would have had the game if they killed the OD, but instead they lost their
And
CK.
instead, they just go for the buildings, but this is not the time for objective gaming.
It is not. 30 minutes
Yeah.
ago was the time
That
for objective
was the
gaming.
Time for the objective gaming, but now a huge mistake by the CK.
Yeah.
Alchemist is pushing up the top lane.
Especially when he was just hitting the barracks through that fortification. He could have killed Alchemist.
With
He
this
had-
pickoff,
He had 5 illusions. He could have killed Alchemist, but instead he
Oh,
just
Radiant's
he
top
could've done
tower
big
is
damage. I feel
destroyed.
like that was a throw.
that definitely.
And we see the Roshan's about to spawn.
They're gonna feel this. He possibly has to buy back here too, but they're
Are they
gonna back
force
off.
the buyback or go for the Roshan?
No.
Alchemist TP's
Back
to
Alchemist
bottom.
backing off to
Yeah,
bottom
they're
lane.
gonna split push. They're just gonna wrap this, even though they have, the buyback in force.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
They're
that
actually they're just letting the creeps push in. They're not actually like pushing in with anyone. They're just
Yeah,
letting
it's
the creeps
weird
push in.
that they do this while they're 4v5. At least try to force the buyback or back off.
4v5 with the most
something.
important, the most
Radiant's bottom
important
barracks are
hero
getting
on
torn
the
apart.
Radiant is
Yeah,
dead.
on the Radiant side as well.
Yeah.
BK gonna get stunned up. Trying to defend this bottom split push by Alchemist. He pops the BKB to TP out. That's a 9-second BKB. And he decides not even to TP out, so... BKB down now on the Alchemist.
Yeah. But you know it is up on OD.
Hey.
He got rid of
He's got a refresher or...
he got rid of his boots for a refresher.
Okay, I want to see the Alchemist
Radiant's
feed him
middle
an egg so you can
barracks
see,
are
like, a
getting
10-second
rummaged
disable,
over.
just because it'd be hilarious. 8 seconds of prison disable on the whole team.
Evan, known for his love. He's getting it. He bought 2 eggs. He just bought 2 eggs.
Give it to the OG.
He had 11,000 gold. And he just bought 2 Aghanims and still has buyback.
And they're not going to give it to the OD. I know they won't. This is
OD has
definitely-
buyback
they're
again
going to be
too.
going to
They're
the
not.
Disruptor.
Their
They
window.
should be going to the Disruptor and the Darkseer.
Darkseer?
Darkseer or Rubik? I mean, I would give one to the Rubik just to reward him for...
Disruptor's a
getting through
huge
this
one.
game.
But yeah, Disruptor's a huge one. But they give it to. What did they give it to?
DM managing to get out. They're trying to go for this one.
Oh, he's dominating now. He's dominating.
Going to be slamming this Vengeful Spirit. Centaur comes in with the stun. Vengeful Spirit's going to get backing rolls.
Ooh, the perfect timing on BKB OD. Stopping these.
Radiant's trying to fight.
Oh my gosh! Four in a row. He's now dominating. He's dominating, Rick.
Just came back. Darkseer barely gets out of the late Crystal Maiden roll. And CK gets swapped back in. He's gonna die. Let's CK die in 3 seconds. He does have buyback. CM down without buyback, as well as Centaur and Lina going to be dying. So that is the full team right in front of the Rosh pit. This should be a quick Roshan and GG, or maybe they're even gonna skip the Roshan. They don't need it. Nobody's alive to kill them.
No, they have 3 buybacks though. Not enough though. Honestly, the entire team has to have buyback for this.
Yeah, we see the scare buyback coming out of the bench. That's not gonna deter them.
Yeah, this OD should tell them they're pushing for this and they need to buy back now on CK. This Venge is possibly dead.
Yeah, and the bench gets swapped back. She gets stunned by the Rubik's stun. Lina gets the double stun, tries to hold it, doesn't do anything.
Oh, that Orchid though, doing good amount of damage to.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's the silence is taken off before the damage is dealt.
They're able to take out this mid-melee barracks. They need to delay for 30 more seconds. They've got only 1 tier 3, so Alchemist is going to go bottom. Try to see if they can take out those barracks.
Yeah, it's looking like they are going to be able to delay this, at least for now.
Yeah.
Although that Aghanims.
Oof, Radiant's middle barracks. Huh? What a joke. I didn't think Radiant's bottom barracks would go that quick.
Looks like they're going to get the bottom melee barracks 2 at the very least before the Centaur comes back up. Although Venge, she's got the defensive items, able to stay alive. Although Darkseer comes through with the bomb.
It's looking like CK's dead.
Radiant's
CK's dead.
are gone, and I'm pissed.
Oh, I can't believe it. What a wonderful thing. Oh, own it.
He still dies. He's got no buyback. That
Yeah.
was the one person they couldn't afford to lose.
Yeah, no, that's.
I mean, they couldn't really afford to lose anybody, but that was the worst.
Yeah, CK's was their strongest hero, and they just lost him.
Hey, you know what's weird?
But
Before their last towers died.
Oh, Radiant's top tower is destroyed.
Morty, watch out. It's a killing spree.
Whoa, wow. So, just to remember where this game started, this Alchemist was once the
Well,
third
there
lowest
goes
network
Radiant's
in
top
the game
barracks.
and
Whoa,
rotated
Morty,
its
I've been
legs.
across
As a
the
matter of fact,
cosmos
it
and
looks
I've
like the
seen a
Alchemist is gonna be
ton of
taken
different
out.
realities, and let me tell
Not
you,
quite, he actually makes
this
it away.
is definitely not a
that's a
remarkable
big-
moment at all.
The Alchemist
Anyway,
actually-
go.
the Alchemist
Oh,
actually had
killing
0
spree.
XPM, I
Oh,
think, at one
everyone
point.
bow down. Oh, she
The Alchemist
accident.
and
It was an
Disruptor.
accident, I bet.
I know, we're like at some ridiculously low XPMs. They just cut the one range barracks left on the side of Shiver's guards, and this is like a...
Yeah, everyone in the game is level 25, so their respawn time's really hurting.
Centaur tries to jump in 1v4, but...
Oh, Radiant's
not quite
top
gonna get
barracks
him
have
killed.
fallen.
Oh, they got their mega creep
Actually,
from the
looks
mega
like the
creep
gear is
bush.
going to get him.
Plucked him
Oh,
up.
he's
They're ready to go.
dominating.
Dire, that is.
No,
Sorry about Dire.
he's done being killed by that Centaur this game.
Yep. This disruptor, I think, this disruptor's done so much work
Radiant's
for
middle
the
tower is
for the
under
Radiant.
attack.
They're
He's an
dire.
absolute MVP.
He's done so much work for them. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna go say MVP, but oh,
Yeah, I mean, Mobby's sitting there, sitting pretty with 23 kills, so it's kind of hard to call Chinese Takeout the MVP, but really, he's contributed a lot to
yeah,
the team fight.
yeah, his team fight contribution has been so heavy, and he's done so much work for them. And the glimpse kills and stopping the CM ultimates with the static storm and the glimpse have been so good for them.
Coming.
Yeah. And I feel like we'll see the same items on the CK. He had no item progression late into the game. It was exactly what we expected. This Alchemist was just able to pull back. I mean,
Yeah.
they shut down his early game so much, but it didn't
The
end up
problem with
mattering.
CK is about was captured in this game.
Exactly, yeah. Like, you need to have the biggest early game lead. Because eventually it's going to be 66 minutes, you're going to be 30k gold behind.
Yeah. Well, not 30k, but
No, they're 30k gold behind.
oh, you mean the team? Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Because I was gonna say he's only like 10,000 gold behind Alchemist.
Yeah. Picks up the Bloodthorn.
Yeah.
Most expensive
Alchemist
item in
just
the
been
game.
Alchemist has
Oh,
been
Roshan
just been
just
swinging
got
away.
slaughtered by the
Bloodthorn's
dire.
not the most
Obviously, he's
expensive.
got 9,000 gold. He's still not going to feed Mavi and eggs.
Oh shit. So guess who just closed the replay?
Nice.
I know.
Nice. I'll pause it.
Yeah.
Should come back in. We're at 107 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. I was trying to close the spectator thing, and I realized as I pressed it that I pressed the X button
That
instead of
closes
the
replay.
I thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I closed the replay instead of the directed camera thing. It's fine. It's fine. It's a replay. It's not
It's not live. See it anytime. Game going over an hour. I wouldn't have expected it, actually. I would have expected them to end this game so hard, but I feel like the Sheever's Guard team focused on the...
We're at
Radiant team ban.
What's up?
100. We're at 100 and what?
107 minutes. The Sheever's Guard team focused on the pickoffs early.
You
and
mean
it
you mean
worked
an
out
hour?
really well
Do you
for
mean
them.
an hour and 7 minutes?
Yeah, sorry, an hour and 7 minutes.
All right, I'm at an hour 7:26.
I'm at literally an hour and 7 on the dot.
All right, well that's not an hour and 7. Not where I went to.
Yeah, the Sheever's Guard team focused on the pickoffs a ton. They ended up missing that early mid-tier 2 tower for geez, they didn't get that for 10 minutes. And if they had just pushed, I think they would have, been able to win this game. But instead, the Alchemist comes back. They've taken Mega Creep, so barring, now I can confidently say, barring a huge mistake
Yeah,
from the
no.
Spicy Thieves side, this game appears to be over. So where I am, Roshan's about to die.
Mhm.
Minute 7. Okay. Let's do 3, 2, 1, 0. 3.
Hold on,
2.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, you're not?
No, I went to 106, so I'm just waiting a minute to go to 106, to go to.
Oh, perfect.
On the timer on the bottom, it's 107, right?
Yeah. 107.00.
I'm
But
at
you know what?
50,
Now
I'm at
this is
56.
actually a really good time. They've only got a couple effigies left. Right inside. We gotta get a
Fuck,
new
right, hold on. I pressed the wrong button again, and I'm at 107.03, so just go to 107.03.
Okay, sure.
Rashawn's almost dead.
Okay, I'm at 107.03.
All right, countdown.
3, 2, 1, 0.
Oh, Roshan just
Okay,
got
so
slaughtered by the dire.
effigies. We've got Enjoy the Fountain from the Disruptor. That's Revamp. We've got Jumping Dead Axe, C-Squad,
Why'd you? What?
Revenge. We've got Deep Dab. I don't even know what hero that is, but it's Mobbies. Oh, and we got Charge, Shield Blade. Only 4 FGs.
What are you looking at, effigies?
I don't know, but for
I
some
was
reason the
meant
Legion
to have
Commander FG is mid. Has a bald Legion Commander. If you click on it on the right side. of your
Mavi's
screen.
one, I'm pretty sure, is Arc Warden.
Go to the mid Radiant effigy and look at the bald Legion commander.
Look at that.
And then go to the one on the left and look at the bald mid ranger. I think it's a lot more funny.
Wait, why are they heroes? Why do they have green? Why do they like have? They're colored.
Same thing with the bald Templar.
That should help.
Dude, look at her. Look at her mouth, dude. Yeah.
How long has this been like this?
The whole game, I guess.
What?
Since I
The
guess.
sad thing is that we missed a fourth and a fifth one, didn't we?
Yeah, we
Never
did.
know. Never
It's fine.
know.
So
Okay. Betting against Mega Creeps, that is a high bar. It's a hard thing to surmount. They're sticking in the game though.
I mean, there's been
It's
games. I mean, there have been games from like super long times ago where like you have a sniper and you defend for like 2 hours versus mega creeps and you win the game because you have like 3 rapiers. But
Yeah. We almost had a game like that, actually, in Echo League. Took an hour and 30 minutes, but we ended up winning against the Rapier Sniper.
so yeah, I'm just hitting level 25.
Yep, you check out levels, hero level, everybody in the game.
Yep. No, I was Steam just hit level 25.
So the whole Spicy Thieves team grouping up bottom. Mavi hiding in the trees, he decides to blink out. C-Squad gonna activate that BKB, gonna go for
They're going for
And
base.
might as well save that energy
Just gonna go after
because
the buildings.
Radiant just
Ooh.
fortified their
He's taking so
structures.
much damage. He doesn't actually have that much. Oh,
Jumps forward. But the Greens are gonna save him. He's in the OD sphere. We can see him coming out. But here's the
Ooh.
Oh my god!
Whoa, mega kill. Uh-oh.
It took the entire game.
He's dominating Rick!
It took the entire game, but they finally got the combo, the ults combos off.
exactly. Beautiful finish, actually. PK with a desperate try.
Yeah, he's just not doing enough at this point. He really isn't.
Oh, killing spree. Oh, everyone right
That's a triple kill here, Rick!
Quit acting like a detective.
Radiant's middle tower is destroyed!
26 kills.
So the game's gonna end with the 50 to 47 in the favor of Shooter's Guide, even though Spicy Thieves
Beaver's Guard
pulls out the
doesn't
victory.
quite hit 70 minutes, but quite the long game. And who would have ever thought that after the double tri-lane rotations,
Of walking through middle lane, it actually worked out for him.
yeah, the 0 SVM Alchemist came back.
Alright, well,
Beautiful.
Yep.
That's good.
graphs are very
Child
good.
friendly.
Graphs are very interesting.
I already left the replay. I wish I could see the graphs.
Oh, you can see the graphs.
Oh, you can? Oh, wow,
Yeah.
it's in the match details.
Yeah.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm. Yeah,
Wow.
graph. Shiver's Guard
Let's
taking.
follow the, get the net worth graph of the Alchemist. Pink one. You can't see just how poor he was at the beginning of the game. It's like,
Player
not
level.
too rich.
Player level is really funny. Alchemist is one of the lowest ones, and Disruptor is by far the lowest like player level one, and he still got level 25 before other people did.
yeah, just having huge. I mean, I think he really the Disruptor was like good. The Disruptor was good. He was. You can't really call him MVP over Mavi, but he was really good.
It's
How's
crazy.
the,
Just
How's the cider been, buddy? What is it?
I'm-
Was it cider?
yeah, it's hard cider. I've been nursing it for the entire game. It's not even finished.
Oh. Well, I am Libbie.
Yeah.
Or Evan.
Yeah, and I'm a variety of names, but
A man in a
RKK.
mystery.
Yeah, RKK Slider, Depressed Onion Cutting Itself, Paul. You know, whichever you want.
You're definitely not Paul, buddy.
My Steam name has been Paul in the past.
That's true. You have had your Steam name be Paul, but not quite as long as Paul has had his life be Paul.
Yeah, and I've also been a homeless man named Rich on Steam too. But I'm a fan of Depressed Onion Cutting Itself. So
I feel like RKK Slider is like a real name, whereas Depressed Onion Cutting Itself is a sentence.
it really is. I mean,
It's a
there's
nice sentence.
there's-
It's truly a remarkable sentence.
there's really no doubting that it's a sentence. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's a good note to end on. A depressed
Yeah.
onion cutting itself is a sentence.
Yeah, indeed it is.
Have you cut the stream yet?